Welcome back to Pure Analysis, and today we're going to see how Phil Foden went from a great player to the best player in the Premier League last season, and he did it all with this one skill. How does Foden get from back here to get this chance? First thing he does, he checks his shoulder as the ball's coming in, and he knows he has space behind him, so he's able to use the half turn. He does, and he starts driving forward. He's able to progress the ball, and he plays it out wide to Jeremy Doku. He then makes this run inside to get the ball back and eventually score. It all happens because he checks his shoulder here. And he's actually willing to use the half turn. He's actually willing to go forward and progress the play. A lot of players, like in this next clip you're going to see here, don't do that. Here in this clip, we see Henderson here calling for the ball with all of the space behind him to work into. He gets it here, but decides to go back instead of turning into the space. Here we see if he had made the decision to use the half turn and try to progress the play, he would have had 3 different attacking options, as well as this wingback possibly making a run to the back post. Here we can see the distance that this center back also gave Henderson in between them to turn into and use. This is the difference if you don't use the half turn and if you do. If you don't try to progress the play, you can never actually go forward and score goals. And if you're an attacking player, you have to do it. Here in this first clip, we see as De Bruyne is getting the ball, Foden makes this fake run in behind. It forces this defender here to track back, giving Foden enough space to come back and collect the ball. After he checks his shoulder, Julian Alvarez goes out wide, which lets Foden play him the ball, and it draws this defender into step to him. This leaves this space behind him completely wide open. Foden runs into it, receives the ball again, and is wide open to finish. Again, here in this clip, we see Foden in the middle, checking his shoulder. Here, he checks his shoulder the second time as the ball's going to come in. He knows there's space, so he instantly turns. Here, he takes this diagonal touch across the defender's body, which lets him get in behind and finish and score another goal. Here, we see Foden checking his shoulder as Bernardo Silva gets the ball. He notices that he has a lot of space in between him and this defender, so he starts calling for it. Here, he opens up his hips so he can receive the ball on the half turn. And this defender here lunges in way too early, thinking that he was closer than he actually was. This lets Foden get the space that he needs to shoot and score. Now, look at Rodri using the half turn to play it long to Walker and progress the play. Here it is again. He uses this half turn to look up, play the long ball to Walker, who lays it off to Foden, and they get a goal. Watch how Foden demonstrates his awareness in this clip. Here, we see him check his shoulder the first time, scanning the field. And here again, we see him checking his shoulder for the second time, glancing in the direction that he plans to turn into. This is crucial. He's already aware of the space available before the ball even reaches him. Now, when the ball does come to him, he confidently uses a half turn to exploit the space and slip Jack Grealish through, setting up another goal. Here, let's play it back. If Foden hadn't checked his shoulder to his left, he wouldn't have known he had the time and space to make that turn. This is what separates great players from the rest, constantly scanning the field to stay a step ahead. Phil Foden is an absolute master of this, and this is why he creates so many chances for Man City. I hope you guys learned something from the video. Check the description right now to get a free 30-minute coaching call with me. And like the video, subscribe, and go to the comments and tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see, whether it's a player analysis, a team analysis, or a tier list, or some kind of video on current football topics. Hope everybody has a great day. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one.